Welcome to my little tribute to the 40th anniversary of The Dark Knight Returns. The centrepiece of my collection is my issue 1 first print signed by Frank in a 9.6 CGC. Did you know that Frank Miller decided to write the story when he realised he was about to turn 29? The age Batman was traditionally depicted. The thought of being older than Batman bothered him so much that he decided to fix it by creating a story where Bruce Wayne was impossibly old, at 55 years old, ensuring Batman would always be his elder. The next highlight in the collection is the Gallery Edition, published by Graffiti Designs in collaboration with DC. This is essentially the holy grail for your bookshelf. All the pages are 1:1 scale, so they're printed at exact size Frank Miller and Klaus Janson drew them on Bristol board. Unless you have a few million under your mattress, this is going to be the cheapest way to appreciate this art in 1:1 scale. In June 2022, the original cover art for issue 1, which is the iconic silhouette of the Batman against a lightning bolt, sold for a staggering $2.4 million. The significance is this, that the sale made it the most expensive piece of DC Comics art and the first to cross 1 million mark. The original cover art for issue 2 sold for $478,000 in 2013. I imagine this would sell for considerably more in today's market. The series was originally intended to be 4 distinct books, each with its own title. 1. The Dark Knight Returns. 2. Dark Knight Triumphant. 3. Hunt the Dark Knight. And 4. The Dark Knight Falls. When DC Comics decided to collect the 4 issues into a single trade paperback, they needed a title for the spine. So they applied the Dark Knight Returns moniker to the entire collection. Issue 3, page 10, the famous image of Batman and Carrie Kelly leaping through the air, sold for $448,000 back in 2011. At the time it was the highest price ever paid for a piece of American interior art. When the 4 issues were originally collected into a single trade paperback, this became one of the first graphic novels as we know them today. Does anyone else think that the batshit crazy Batmobile from the new Absolute Batman line is inspired by Miller's vision? Me thinks so. The original art for the 2-page spread where the Joker snaps his own neck sold for $550,000 in October 2023. The book is famous for its dense 16-panel grids and the constant use of tiny television screens. Miller used the talking head news anchors to provide exposition and social satire without needing traditional thought bubbles. The story features a subtle but powerful linguistic bookend. On the very first page, a frustrated aging Bruce Wayne thinks to himself, this would be a good death. By the final page, after faking his death and starting a new underground movement, his internal monologue concludes with, this will be a good life. Christmas 2001 started the inevitable cash-in of the brand with the sequel The Dark Knight Strikes Again, also known as DK2. And let's not talk about the Golden Child. Okay, let's be honest, Dark Knight 3 The Master Race was bloody awful. However, the free slipcase you got with the hardcover editions and Jim Lee's cover art was fabulous. So let's finish off this celebration admiring Jim's cover art to The Master Race.